Hi again, everybody. My name is Greg Anderson, and this is the Good Timekeeping Show with Greg Anderson. And here you go, 6 variations of the AE1500 from Casio. Actually, this is just a straight-up duplicate of this one over here. So it's only really 5 variations and a spare watch. There was just, I made an order and by mistake got an extra one of these and thought, oh, it was a good deal anyway, and rather than send it back, why don't I just keep it as like a beater watch or something? But now I don't know the difference. I can't tell which is which. So they're either both beater watches or neither one. I don't know. So anyway, of all the variations of this watch that are available, there are only 5 with a positive display on the LCD. So that's why I have all 5 of them right here to show you. And I'm not bragging because they're very affordable. This one cost me the most. This one cost me $28. You can easily find these. I think the official Casio website, they're $29.99 each. But depending on where you shop, you can go as low as I think you can get these about $22 at Walmart if your local Walmart carries these. I haven't seen this one in person anywhere. That's why I ordered online. So yeah, somewhere between $20 and $30. Pick the color you want. These two here happen to have the extra long strap, which is only maybe an inch longer, but depending on the size of your wrist, that might be pretty significant. So I've already done in-depth reviews on these, but I thought, let's show off this one. And, since, again, you won't see this at your local Walmart, let's just concentrate on this one right now. I'll do a quick review of this guy and show you all the stuff that it does. All right, so this, with the blue case, the blue bezel, this is the AE1500 WH-2 AVCF. Okay, so you can get this. I got this from Amazon. You can get it from Casio. Look around. You can find it anywhere. But again, don't pay more than $30 for this. And if you can find a better deal or coupon or something, it's worth a try. It's got all the great features you want. 10-year battery, 100-meter water resistant. Yeah, it's not tough solar. It's not atomic, but it's and it's not a G-Shock, but it's about as tough as you're going to want. And for, again, about $30. It's a pretty watch. I kind of like the blue on there. So right now it's not even set. I haven't even worn this. Okay, I took it out of the package this morning and put it on here. I haven't even put it on my wrist yet. So I need to go through and set it up. Before I set it, I want to show you it's in 24-hour mode right now. You can switch between the 12-hour display and the 24-hour display by simply tapping the start button when you're in your regular timekeeping mode. Just a simple tap will change that from 24 to 12-hour display. If this happened to be AM, there would be no indication there whatsoever. The AM hours, 24-hour display and 12-hour display would look pretty much the same. If you accidentally push that, again, just take it right back to whatever display you want. I'm going to put it in 12-hour display for now. Then I'm going to set the time. So press and hold the adjust button until things start to blink. The seconds, I don't need to change that right now because that's actually already synchronized, but everything else is wrong. So, okay, now I'm going to set the hours, and the start button is going to make that go ahead. There's no going backwards on this, but I'm going to take this ahead to what is the actual hour where I'm recording right now, this moment, and actual minutes there, the actual year. I'm going to scroll this forward to the actual year, month, right there, and the date is, so I hold it down, it goes a little faster. Okay, now all the setting is done for the main timekeeping screen. Now the next mode you're going to go to will be your alarm mode. There are actually 5 alarms, and you see that little bell icon there to show you it's going to beep every hour on the hour. Now, if I go here to the next mode, this is one of my alarms. I can press and hold this, and when I do, it starts to blink, and I can set that to whatever I want. Now, right now, I've set it to 6 a.m., and the little indicator for alarm 1 shows that alarm 1 is now ready to go. Now, while it's not blinking, I can use this adjust button to select whether number 1 is a snooze alarm or not. So my options are the alarm is set, but it's not going to go. Push that. Now the alarm is set. It will go at 6 a.m. Push it one more time. It'll go as a snooze alarm, which means every 5 minutes it will repeat for up to half an hour after the initial alarm setting, and that's how the snooze alarm works. Alarm number 1 is a snooze alarm. The other alarms can be set just as regular daily alarms, not snooze alarms. And so you get the indicators there, which ones are ready to go or not. Also, there's an option here where they have all these dashes here, where you can make the alarm go on specific days of the month or specific months of the year by updating those. I've got a more in-depth video you can watch if you want to go into the details on that. But the next mode is your countdown timer mode. And when I want to set the countdown timer, I can just push that there and I can go, in full minutes and hours from 1 minute all the way up to, well, if it's all zeros, that's a full 24-hour countdown timer if I want to do that. Also, while it's blinking here, if I push the light button right there, ARP for RPT rather, for auto repeat. So the timer can either go one time and then just stop, or like right now it's set for 30 minutes, and on auto repeat, it'll just every 30 minutes, it will start again and keep going like that. So auto repeat option for you if you want to do that on the countdown timer. Next mode is a stopwatch, and this is pretty straightforward as far as stopwatches go. Of course, you got that little animated thing there where those little every tenth of a second, those are appearing and disappearing. Stopwatch, the adjust button is for your lap time, or when you stop it, that's also for the reset with that adjust button. But pretty straightforward, pretty familiar as far as stopwatches go on your Casio watches. Okay, then the next mode is a dual time mode. So here the seconds is going to be the same as the seconds on your regular timekeeping, but you can set it to some other hours and minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set this to what is UTC at this moment. Would be 6 hours ahead of the local time. So for now, that's UTC. So that's my dual time mode. And now we're back to your regular timekeeping mode. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now here's the back of the watch where it indicates that it's water resistant. So normally if it just says water resistant, it wouldn't mean much, but right there it says 10 bar or 100 meter. Also module 3502, so you can look that up if you want even more detailed instructions than you see in this video. And there's the model number right there. Pretty good resin, a lot of resin material for the case and for the watch band, and just a nice pretty color variation on this guy. So if that's what you're interested in, there you go. That's what it looks like. One other thing, I'll quickly show you the backlight on this watch, and I've got a little bit better indication of what that might look like to your eyes in real life in the dark. So a nice big display with a pretty clear backlight. That's just a couple LEDs down in the bottom of the watch face shining up there, and that's what that'll look like when you press the button. Now it says it's a 10-year battery, so of course that, according to Casio, that means you're using the alarm once a day, using the backlight once a day, and if you do it that infrequently, then that battery should last you 10 years. So we'll see what happens there. Also, the accuracy on this watch is said to be plus or minus 30 seconds per month. I've usually found better results than that with my Casio watches, but we'll see. In fact, I got all these watches here, and I already know, because I've had these others for a few weeks and months here, that some of them run a little bit fast, some of them run a little bit slow, and that's kind of the luck of the draw on quartz movements. They are within specifications, but some are working better than others as far as maintaining that accuracy over weeks and months. So what I can do, since they're all synchronized right now, okay, and this is July 26th, why don't I wait about a month? And I hope I can do this at the right time. About a month from now, I'll do a follow-up video, and we'll just see, without my resetting these to try and keep them more accurate, from today forward for 1 month, I'll come back and I'll show you just how far off they are. A little bit fast, a little bit slow. I think that they're all going to make it as far as specifications. They will all be 30 seconds or less off from the real time, but some will be faster, some will be slower, and we'll just see how that works out. These are among the larger of my watches. See, there's a Casio Oceanus, which is not particularly large versus the display on this guy here. So it's nice and large. It could be a great watch for someone who has, their eyes just aren't as sharp as they used to be, and any kind of visual impairment. But if you could see a larger bunch of digits there, this could be a great watch to help in that situation. All things considered, these are relatively new watches in the lineup over there at Casio, so these could be with us for a while. Who knows if they'll put out some other colors. I know there are 2 other variations of this already that are the negative LCD, and generally I prefer the positive LCD, so I haven't gotten around to getting the negative versions of these watches yet. But, you know, who knows? That could happen. And of course, they could still come up with other colors. They could come up with other variations with the longer strap. But take a look at your local Walmart if you want to. I've seen this one a little more common. I've seen these 2 longer strap versions. And even this one sometimes pops up at the local Walmart. Just this blue one, you know, a little bit more rare as far as seeing it in person. But you're not going to break the budget. You're going to have some fun with these. It's maybe a great starter watch for someone. Yeah, it's a little bit big, but that also kind of makes it fun, even for a young person to have a watch with a nice big face and those big display and some pretty good features and a 10-year battery. And I think I've said all that before. So anyway, I'm going to leave a link in this video to my more in-depth review that I did a few weeks ago in case you didn't see that. And yeah, if you have any other questions out there, you know, go ahead and put them in the comments, and we'll see if we can help you out on these watches here. And that's all for now. I hope you'll join me soon, and we'll have some more videos coming up right here on the Good Timekeeping Show.